Hi there, and welcome to another war recap video. This war was against a clan called ComeGetSome from Canada. Had a fair match this war. Each side had 1 Town Hall 10, 5 Town Hall 9, 3 8s and 1 7. Okay, we managed to get 2 stars on their Town Hall 10, that was John, he's our Town Hall 10. And all the rest of their bases were 3-starred. Our Town Hall 8 struggled slightly, and we did have one of our Town Hall 8s who couldn't attack due to Wi-Fi problems, so we did have to dip down slightly, I think. Yeah, their top Town Hall 8 was 3-starred by Caleb, who's one of our Town Hall 9. So, and for the same reason, there weren't really any scouts high up. Anyway, starting off with their top Town Hall 9, this was 3-starred by Mr. T. Coming at this base with a mass Valk attack. So that one hog's dropped up there to get the CC lure. It's a witch and a healer. And possibly, I don't know, a wizard maybe, that didn't get sprung. So, lures the witch to the edge, using the minions, as there's no air targeting defence in range of those minions there. Drops the golem, backs that up with the archer queen and some wizards. That's the CC witch down now. Drops the Barb King also. Wizards behind him as well. That's the funnel created for the Valks now. Wall breakers in the outer wall. CC Valks, Valks of his own. So that's 17 Valks in total. Drops the jump to let them into the core and that other smaller compartment just above there. Heal spells down now to make sure they stay up, and a rage to get them through the town hall and to help them bash through whichever wall they decide to bash through, which in this case is the upper wall. So hogs are reinforcing from the top right as well. That's the last spell to keep the Valks up, and the hogs are going to share that now as well. Both heroes have their abilities still. No more troops to drop at this point though, well, unless you count 2 wall breakers that were left over. There's the wall breakers, they didn't do anything. So hogs are on the archer tower. I'm not sure if they'll... no, a bomb takes them out. Yeah, so it's left to the archer queen, tanked by the Barb King and the Valks, to take out those last 2 defences. Plenty of barbs from the Barb King's ability, plenty of Valks, and because the Barb King's ability was used when it was, he's now tanking for the archer queen. Although I think the Valks will get to these defences before the queen does. Yeah. So that's that. So that's a bit of a departure from the usual GoVaHos. Yeah, there's 4 mass Valk attacks to show from this one. Number 3, again Mr. T. Another mass Valk. So single archers dropped up the top. That's the start of the funnel. The Valks will be coming in top right. Once that camp's just about down, hogs dropped on the upper left to get the CC lure. So CC is Valks and wizards by the looks of it. A couple of archers. They're taking up that top corner, where there's a handy builder's hut for that. Poison's dropped for them. A couple more archers just to make sure all the troops get up that way. Golem to tank. 3 wizards and an archer queen take out the rest of the CC troops that weren't in the poison. Funnel's already created by this point, so CC Valks, wizard and wall breaker. More Valks of his own in just a moment. They get raged up, as well as the remaining wall breakers, which will be following the Valks in just a moment. There we go. So the Valks are in the core, way ahead of everything else. So heal spells dropped for them in just a moment. From the left corner there's a baby dragon doing a bit of clean-up, as there's nothing really apart from the archer tower that could target it. Quite fortunate that the queen walked round the upper left. That's the last of the spells dropped now. Heal for the Valks, as well as that jump to let them through to the last compartment. That baby dragon gets taken out by a couple of air bomb thingamies. Just that cannon, we're in to clean up. So last building to go down to Town Hall. Plenty of troops up, and they all kind of get to the Town Hall about the same time. So that's that. Cool. Okay, another mass Valk. This time we've got Luke taking out their number 4. This was Luke attacked before Mr. T did his attacks, and it was Luke's attack that gave me the idea for Mr. T's. So I think that was a hog. I missed that. CC lure anyway. Troop taken out to yet another handy builder's hut in the corner. Quad Quake there, ready for when his kill squad comes in, or his Valks rather. So that CC dragon's been taken out by his archer queen and a couple of wizards by the looks of it. So they're going to start the funnel on that side of the lower right side. He's got a golem and wizards starting the funnel on the lower right side, as well as that archer to take out that builder's hut by that rather nifty cross. His Valks are going in at this point. They might get this gold storage and then redirect back in. Yeah, they do. Okay, so slight delay. Valks are going in now though. He has 2 heals and a jump. Okay, so I'd imagine he'll heal in the core. Yep. Then he'll have a jump at the far side of the core to let them through to the back of the base. There it is. Very nice. So his wizards that started the funnel on the lower right are working up the lower left now, doing the cleanup as they go. His Valks have managed to jump out the base, so they're helping out with that now as well. But all his troops now are heading up round the top of the base. He's got a golem and a barb king tanking and doing a bit of damage in the base. There's the final heal for them, and a whole bunch of Valks and wizards and archers coming up round the top corner, taking out what's outside the base. So it's all worked out rather nicely. Just the archer tower and the cannon really. And I think again the Valks will get to that cannon before anything else does. Oh, no, the wizards beat them to it. So, that was well spotted. Archer on that builder's hut up there. What's left? Oh, the air defence. I missed that. So, I didn't notice how much time this attack took. I don't think it was that close. So that was nicely done. Well done, Luke. Luke also had a 6-star war. The next attack is also an attack by him. Okay. So that was their number 4 being taken out by Luke, and this is their number 5 being taken out by Luke. Not a mass Valk this time. He's gone back to the GoVaHos. This is a very popular internet type base. I've seen it dozens of times in our wars and both YouTube videos. So he gets the lure, brings them out to the lower left, out of range of any defences. The CC dragon and wizards taken out, similar to the last attack of his, with a couple of wizards and his archer queen. Doesn't need to use the queen's ability that time, so that went a bit better. So golems followed by wizards, creating the funnel in the lower left. There's a lot of trash to clear out before he can send in his Valks. So he needs to be patient. He uses his Valks to take out that last building, which was the elixir storage. That was smart. So jumps his Valks into the core, puts the heal down for them as well. Poison for the enemy Barb King. Archer Queen's walking up the upper left, forced to use her ability. Hogs in from the upper left now, and CC Hogs from the lower left. So they're all working across the base from left to right. Does get a giant bomb there. Heals the upper group, heals the group in the core. That's all his spells used now. But Valks and Hogs sharing that heal in the core, so that was nicely done. Golem's tanking for the defences that are left, as his Hogs come down and take them out. Excellent. That last giant bomb, just not quite enough to take out his Hogs. So they're on the clean-up now. From the right corner, his Archer Queen's up top corner. So it's just a matter of those two groups coming to meet together and finishing the clean-up. So I'm not sure if that's how I've seen that base done before, but either way, that was very nicely done. Okay. So, number 7, this was their... Number 6, this was their lowest Town Hall 9. This was taken out by Hip Hop. Again with the Valks. Okay, so Hogs dropped to get the CC lure. It was a clean-up attack, so we know there's a dragon in the CC, so a second Hog had to be dropped. There it is there. So, that's a CC out. There's another one of those handy builder huts. They're very useful for us. So, poison's dropped for them. 3 more archers to try and get them all up towards that poison. So once they've all been used up, golems dropped with wizards and Archer Queen behind. So that's the dragon down. So he's there to tank for the troops making the funnel on the right corner. Wizards and Barb King up the top corner. So Valk's will be coming in from the upper right once all that rubbish has been cleared up. Missed the Barb King's ability there, that wasn't so good. So 2 groups of Valks, each to those 2 compartments with a jump between them to lead them all back together again towards the core. Heals placed there to keep them up. And once they get to the core, there's a rage spell which will get them through the core and help them bash through whichever wall they decide to bash through. Enemy Barb King's taken out with the Valks in heal. Hogs reinforcing from the lower right side, as they're all going to head across to the other side where the golem is to finish up tanking for them. So the Hogs have gone up there, the Valks have decided to go around the outside, but that's no big deal. There's still a couple of Hogs and a Wizard, they should take out that Archer Tower in that compartment, and the Hog heads up here to the last Archer Tower, and he doesn't quite make it. That's why. Okay, so that golem's still tanking for troops for a wee while yet. The Valks nip in, finish off the Archer Tower, and take out that last building which was the camp, and that's that. Okay, so that's really the first war that we've seen mass Valk attacks from us, and it all worked out quite well. So no doubt we'll be seeing more of them in future videos. Okay, I'm not going to bother showing the dip and the Town Hall 8s and the Town Hall 7 because they're not nothing unusual there at all. Okay, I hope that that video was useful, and bye for now.